Guys, first we had a mythic brawler who low-key feels like a legendary in terms of everything that he's doing in his mechanics. And then we had yesterday a mythic brawler that low-key feels like an epic brawler. And we'll do some Mythbusters today if there are any questions on this brawler at the end of this video, so stick around for that if you're curious. But today, it's time we cover Bolt, the epic brawler, who low-key feels to me like a mythic or legendary. I can't lie, guys, this brawler is some of the most complex mechanics, like base mechanics that I've seen in a brawler, while also being insanely fun. Like, I'm hyped for this brawler. Okay, this brawler I am very excited for. Yeah, in this video we're gonna go over everything that you need to know about Bolt, how to play him kind of roughly just based on my little fiddling that I've done with him. I'll upload a proper guide later on my main channel about this brawler as well when he comes out. He's gonna be releasing probably around late June, so yeah, it's gonna still be one brawler per month. They only gave us 3 buffies and 3 brawlers. I don't really know what the deal is with that, to be honest, but either way, Bolt is coming, and holy, this brawler is insane, guys. So let's start off first with, okay, his traits, his base stats. He has a very fast movement speed, so he's a speedster. He has 11,000 HP almost, and he has 2 traits. So one trait, it charges a super while he's moving, which means that, I mean, it's exactly what you think it is. Like, if you can actually get super from spinning, guys. Wow, a brawler that actually has a reason to spin, perhaps? it's kind of exactly like Max's star power, where she can gain super from moving as well. But this time, it's an entire trait. And also, he has a second trait too. So his movement speed increases while he's moving. And you can see as he starts moving around the 50% mark, he starts like rolling, and then he just starts whipping around the map. He starts moving very fast. I don't know the exact speed, but here's just a speed test comparison of him at max speed compared to what I consider to be like the ultimate speedster in the game, which is Max with her speed boost on. That's kind of, I guess, the comparison there. But big speed does not come for free, because check this out, okay? You see that like weird, like, I guess kind of like a speedometer at the bottom? Like, what is that? Like, and it's like changing colors. You see how it's like changing colors, like from blue and orange? Well, what that actually is it's showing the directions that you can take without losing speed. So because this brawler, while he does gain speed while moving, he actually loses speed if you turn too sharply. You can see all my speed bar just completely disappears. I can build it up, and I make a sharp turn, and immediately the whole speed bar is gone. If I make a turn and stay within the kind of like the blue zone here of like the bottom area, and make sure it doesn't like go too orange, I will keep my top speed for the whole time. So that it's just showing like that, like weird kind of graphic looking thing. It's just showing the acceptable range of angles that you can turn without losing speed. And even if you go orange, as long as you're not going in the very outermost edges of that, you know, angle thing, you're not going to lose too much speed. So you can still make kind of decently sharp turns. It just can't be too sharp. Really cool mechanic. This is very fun. And it's actually very important to maintain your top speed, because we haven't even gotten to his attacks yet. And this is not a part of his attack, but Bolt, the faster he moves, the higher his damage is. He actually does contact damage with enemies when he's moving. So check this out. I have no speed. Just touching an enemy, walking into them, I can do 1,080 damage. In fact, not only do I get super from spinning, I can deal damage while spinning too. Wow, guys. The most optimal way to play Bolt is secretly to spin inside of an enemy, and you can charge your super and deal damage. So peak. You're never actually going to do this. And so that's basically the Bolt. Oh, and the amount of damage you actually deal too when you do like contact damage is based on the speed you have. So it's a base of 1,080, and it'll go all the way up to 1,800 damage you do by just hitting people at max speed, which is, it's not that high, to be honest. But okay, his basic attack makes up for that, because check this out. Finally, we're gonna get to his abilities. That was all just talking about his, you know, base traits, by the way. Not a mythic brawler, by the way, or legendary. So his attack, Battle Bumper. So with his main attack, when you use it, Bolt vents excess heat, dealing double his rolling damage as area damage and gaining speed. So let's just break that down one by one. When Bolt uses his attack, nothing actually happens. You can aim the attack and there's no aiming reticle. And when you use the attack, Bolt gains a little purple aura for a bit, and that's about it. Nothing happens. Now, what that purple aura does is, check this out, okay? Bolt normally does 1,800 damage on contact. If you use the attack, he now does 3,600 for a brief period. The actual like duration of it feels like maybe a second or half a second. Like that window to deal the double damage isn't too long. It's honestly reasonably short. So you really want to save that attack if you want to deal the damage to right before you ram into an enemy to actually get the damage boost. But this attack also has a second part to it, which is that Bolt can use it to gain a quick burst of speed. So this is kind of what that looks like. When you use it there, did you see I just used my attack and I gained a quick 2 kind of, I guess, circles on my movement speed bar. So look at that. Boom, I use attack. Boom, I use it again, and I can max out my speed bar instantly. That's the other way to use this attack. And optimal use case is kind of going to be a mix of both, where if you're like just starting to move up, you can use your attack to gain a quick burst of speed, and you want to save some attacks to then actually deal damage to enemies because his reload speed is kind of short. And because he, like Bolt himself, moves pretty fast, you want to have some attacks on backup just in case you actually want to go in and deal damage. This brawler is so fun. Just with this brawler, I was playing around in bots, man. It's actually really fun to play against bots. This brawler, I think, is unironically ridiculously broken. And whether you play against bots or humans, like, he reminds me of Damien, where it's just like there's just nothing that enemies can do, even if they're bots or humans. Just with this alone, it's actually crazy. This isn't all to his kit, of course. We still have his super to cover, okay? Epic brawler, by the way. So super is called Overdrive, and when he uses it, he goes into Overdrive, gaining speed and damage reduction, leaving a damaging trail behind him. So you can see here the super lasts for 4 seconds and gives him a 40% damage reduction. So what that means is Bolt is, in fact, yes, another brawler that leaves behind a poop trail. God, all these brawlers that just don't know how to wipe, bro. First it was Trunk, and then now we've got, I don't know, Nausea. Like, bro, these guys gotta figure their gastrointestinal problems out before coming onto the big brawl stage. But in Damien's case, his poop trail actually does an insane amount of damage. When they say it's a damaging trail, it's a little misleading. Like, it would make you think like, oh, they're just gonna take some damage and as long as they stand on it. But no, it actually applies a debuff. It's like a Carl Fire Rocks gadget. You see this bot is debuffed for a poison tick that deals 1100 per tick. Let me see if I can get another example here. So look at this. This bot he's just taking 1100 per tick, and he's colored yellow. So even when the poop cloud disappears, he still ticks for 1100 damage. I don't know how many times it ticks. My guess is around 3 times or 2 times. It's kind of hard to say. Okay, let's see if we can get an example here against this Frank. It looks like maybe it only ticks once or twice. I think it might be a 2 damage tick. All right, let's go in here. He just keeps standing in it. It's kind of hard. Oh, there we go. 1. Oh, okay. I think it might only tick for 1 time. Okay, so I think the poison cloud only ticks like once or twice, but still, it is a debuff, so it's useful. You'll get some extra hits like more than what you realize, even when the poop cloud kind of disappears from where they're standing on, even if they're not necessarily standing on the poop cloud itself anymore. So that's one aspect of the super. The other aspect of it is that when you use it, so notice how when I start moving, it goes like da 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 to like kind of fill up the bar. I'm like making sounds when the circles start lighting up. When he uses a super though, it immediately kind of like, it goes like like it just fills up really, really fast. Now, functionally, that means that you can actually go from 0 to top speed really quickly. You can also turn kind of fast and make sharper turns, and it's okay. You won't lose your speed too much because you're just going to build it back really fast with help of the super. And it'll make him more mobile, for one. It'll make him get up to that top speed faster, then also deal that double damage faster. And of course, also, by the way, as a reminder, when he's using the super, he gains a 40% damage reduction as well. And it lasts for 4 seconds. So while he's supering, he has a 40% damage reduction, which it stays in effect even when he's not moving. That 40% damage reduction. You can see there, I only took 300 damage from that bot on that first hit. You know, you move faster, you take less damage, you leave a poop trail that does 1100 per tick. Pretty solid, but it gets even better than that, actually. And I don't know if this is a bug or not. I think it's intentional, is my guess. But check this out. If you use your super and combine it with the double damage, the poison takes for 2,200 per tick, which is actually really fucking high. That's a ridiculous amount of damage for a damage over time. What I think is probably going on is that the super is impacted by damage gear. So you can see here I have damage gear active and he's taking damage. And if I hit him with the super, like with both basic attack and, you know, whatever activated, he takes 2,365 damage over time. So the poop cloud is impacted by damage buffs, and so you can actually boost the damage with his own basic attack, because the basic attack is like a self buff that he applies on himself. I think the super is unironically like one of the most strongest parts about this brawler. It's fucking crazy, but that's not even everything, okay? Epic brawler, by the way. We've also got his gadgets and star powers to cover now, guys. Holy, okay? There is one particular build that I've been really digging with him, and I'm going to show you what that can do in a second. But he has 2 gadgets, okay? Oil Change is his first gadget. He gains a 2,000 to 4,000 health shield based on his current speed. Pretty self-explanatory. When he has 0 speed, you can use the gadget, you gain 2,000 shield. It's honestly pretty respectable even at 2,000. But if you go up to top speed, you can gain a 4,000 shield. So that's a really strong ability, actually, to be honest. I think it's like kind of like, imagine like an Edgar hardcore gadget, but it's on a 15-second cooldown. And on a brawler like Bolt, like when it's already kind of hard to kill him, to be honest, because he's always just zipping around the map, moving so fast, having a quick burst of 4,000 shield is just going to make you absolutely deadly. Trust me, guys, this gadget is crazy. The other one is is okay. I mean, it's called Bouncy Ball. So he jumps to a target location and deals area damage. It breaks environments, but then he loses all speed when landing. This one has a 20-second cooldown. This was actually shown in the Brawl Talk where he was jumping over a wall. And I thought it honestly would be kind of crazy because you can just like surprise people like this. But because Bolt deals damage based on how fast he's moving, and when you use it, you lose all speed. Even when taking into account the landing damage, it only does 2,000 damage, and it's not that great. Here, my super did a lot of hits too. Like, when you're just using the gadget on its own, like, you're doing like 2,000 damage, man. It's a nice finisher, I guess, if someone is behind a wall. But if they're above 2,000 HP and they're behind a wall, like, I just don't know if I would even bother, because it's kind of a pain to try to kill someone unless you're ripping like a top speed attack and driving by them. That being said, you can use it to break walls, so that is a part of this gadget, and you can, in theory, use it to like open up the map a little and, you know, create even more routes for you to drive by in. So that's not a bad way to use it. I just think compared to having a 4,000 health shield, I don't see the vision. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really see the vision, but I could be wrong about that, and we'll all have to see more as we play against players and on different maps, right? Bolt is, I think, gonna be a pretty map dependent brawler, because you want maps are generally more like gem fort shaped, you know what I mean? Like, there's just long straight lines where you can just keep driving straight without having to turn too much. I think Brawl Ball maps like Sneaky Fields might be more difficult because there's not really as good of a ways to drive. I honestly haven't even played Bolt on that map yet, so I'm gonna go test that in a second. First though, let's go over his star power. So he has 2 star powers. Both of these are pretty valid star powers. First one is called Toss Up. Bolt will knock enemies upward when he's at full speed. Yes, that is exactly what you think it is. Bolt is a generational seed sower, okay? But he's so fast. I mean, it's no wonder he just seems to be so free and happy, escaping all the responsibility from all the severe knocking up that he's doing, apparently. So you can see here, as I drive by, I'm like knocking enemies up. It'll work as like a stun. I think Stu briefly had this kind of ability on every super, and so you can kind of imagine like the potential for this star power. I don't think this star power is the better one. I think it sounds good to be able to like interrupt people, but most of the time, I think with Bolt, when you're coming up to someone like up close like this, whether or not you knock them up briefly, I just don't know if it matters that much. Like, you have to imagine, right? Like, when you're laning like a Frank, for example, and he's about to like super you, like, yeah, you can try to interrupt it by like driving through him or whatever. But as you can see, like, you can literally also just drive away. Like, the Frank can't chase you at all. You are the fastest brawler of the whole game, and it's just like what is this Frank gonna do if I just keep driving through him? Not much, to be honest. And I'm just gonna run away. Like, there's no opportunity for me to really get like a great interrupt and time it to like to stop anything on purpose. And if enemies know you're going to star power, they're not gonna hold on to their like wind up abilities and not try to use it against you when you're about to hit them, right? It just doesn't make that much sense. In fact, and that also brings us to this other topic, which is that, you know, I'm sure you're looking at a brawler like Bolt, like, oh man, CC's gotta shut this brawler down so hard. Like Shelly, like Otis Hypercharge, like Chester Stun, you know, just all the classic stun abilities. Colette Gadget now with the Buffy, they've all got to completely cuck this brawler because they're going to stop him from moving. He's going to lose his speed. He's going to be totally useless. And maybe this gadget will actually be good to escape those scenarios. You know, maybe you're underrating this gadget and its utility in saving Bolt's life against CC heavy brawlers specifically. So Bolt's second star power makes him immune to all CC. And also, he gains a 15% top speed during his super. So what that looks like in practice, let me heal up, go in. Terra just, okay, they're not really, Shelly's super doesn't stop me. Like, they're not really able to use an opportunity here to stop me. Like, the Frank super, I just ate that up, bro. Oh, fuck. It's so peak, bro. It's this star power is so fucking broken. Look at what I'm doing. It's, guys, have you ever seen a brawler 3v1, even bots? Like, a 3v1 against bots, bro. It's crazy. The star power is crazy. He also gains a 15% top speed. Like, if the CC immunity wasn't enough. Now, the top speed is only during his super, but, you know, because a lot of his stuff, like damage and everything, is scaled to how fast he's moving. Look, he does 1903 damage when he's supering because of the plus 15% top speed. This is only when he's supering he gains the top speed buff, and so therefore the damage buff. But still, like, just making your super actually deal bonus damage just with the star power that also gives you CC immunity is a little bit nutty, in my opinion. The same thing also applies, by the way, to his gadget here. Okay, I think I gained like 4,000, a little over 4,000 shield, I think. You gain bonus shield, basically, is the point, when you use this star power as well, and you're on top speed during your super. Also, his attack that self-buffs himself, in fact, stacks with the super damage buff from the top speed. So look, you can make your double damage hit deal 3806 damage instead of the 3600 damage that you would be dealing, because, you know, your top speed is higher. This star power is just so busted, man. I don't know how else to say it. This star power is crazy. Combined with, like, everything that we've talked about so far, like this giving you 4,000 bonus, over 4,000 bonus shield, depending on if you're using super or not. The damage over time effect that you get, the immunity CC that you have, the insane movement speed that you have all the time, the double damage you deal when you use your attack, the 40% damage reduction you have when you're using super. I forgot about that. That's also a crazy clutch. And also he gains super from moving too, so he's just gonna get super automatically throughout the course of the game, no matter what, even if he doesn't hit you. Guys, Bolt low-key is ridiculous on the right map, especially. Like, let me jump into Hard Rock Mine here. I'm just curious. Okay guys, it's the next day. Sorry, I realized I had the super modifier thing turned on because I was doing some tests and I forgot to turn it off for these games. I just want to quickly show you that it doesn't matter if I have it on or off. Like when you get the super, it's a team wipe button every time. A lot of this brawler is going to kind of come down to the pathing route you take ultimately, right? Like as long as you have a good and safe pathing, you're going to be able to just get your super eventually and then just team wipe people. But I do just want to show you, like, I don't want people to think like, you know, oh, this Bolt is like a fraud. He needs supercharged modifier in order to get super and then do the crazy shit he's doing. No, he doesn't. He gets super for free anyways because he's just so damn hard to kill. Like, check this out. I have my super now already. And at this point now with super, it's a free team wipe on anyone. I can kill anyone on their team. Like, it honestly doesn't matter as long as I just maintain top speed. Let's just go through, hit the Frank, hit this, hit the Shelly as well. And oh, the Shelly does get super to interrupt me, but I've cycled my super basically, and I get it back because I get it from moving. I've already cycled super. All right, here we go. We're gonna go in, hit all of them again with my one super here. I cycle super again because again, I don't have super modifier turned on. I just get super that fast, regardless if I have it on or off, because Bolt gets super from moving. He has 40% damage reduction. And he's just impossible to kill. His poison cloud damage is just crazy. Like what I'm doing here is I'm supering to get the damage reduction and the movement speed and the poison cloud, and then I'm also obviously the CC immunity, and then I'm gadgeting to get the bonus shield from the top speed and everything, and I am then attacking right before I hit them to then double my damage on the poison, hit them for double damage on the roll. Like it's crazy. And here this map, honestly, like Hard Rock Mine, it's not even like the craziest map ever. Like every map, you know, just happens to have lanes, but it doesn't have to be like a map specifically made for Bolt. He just, yeah, as long as it has some path for him to roll around, he just is not stoppable. Like there's just nothing you can do. He can farm super in the spawn if he wants to, and then go in with a super and then kill everyone. So yeah, I just wanted to show that really quick. Even though like I obviously I forget to turn off super modifier, it doesn't matter. I mean, I'm doing a 1v3 on a brawler. Especially, man, I can just imagine like in trophies, bro, like you're just running around, or in ranked, like I'm not really sure what the counter is for this brawler. Bro, like imagine if these were real players too. Like what would they be doing differently? Tell me, what would they be able to do differently from here, from what the bots are trying to do to stop me? Like it's honestly, I'm not sure. I'm just kind of waiting right now for my super and gadgets to come back, and then I'll just run through, and yeah, I'll kill that Frank as well. This brawler just feels so smooth, even without it. Go, son! All right, we killed one, we killed two, we killed three, and now they're all dead. And now we take the gems, and now I don't think they're ever gonna catch up to me, guys. Like I can just run away all the time. I don't have to use ammo. I don't have to use super. I don't have to use anything to keep up this insane speed. Like I'm just chilling, bro. They can't chase me. Like, and then if they try to chase me, I leave a poop trail that deals like double damage, like 2200 as they try to walk. It's crazy. I can't be stunned. I can't be stopped. I can't be killed. I died one time this game, and I killed like a 3v1 against bots, bro. Like you have to think they have more than triple my ammo, and in theory 3 times my HP. Like the stuff this brawler does, bro, it's vile. It is so vile. He's easily S tier on gem grab, like no question. Gem 4, don't even, it's like this map is literally made for Bolt to just run around in circles the whole time. He wins every lane. Like Crystal Arcade, like it's a wrap. Undermine, I'm actually not sure. Undermine, I wonder. Okay, maybe let's switch this out, low-key. Let's try bull buffies. Let's get some fucking, yeah, let's do Colette. Let's get some fucking menaces in this game, because honestly I'm trying to figure out, like, man, how broken, like this brawler is obviously broken, but how broken is this brawler really? Can he win a 3v1 against triple counter? That's very funny. Let's just do that again. Yeah, that's beautiful. I mean, I don't know, man. like what do you do about this? What do you do about this guy? He's just rolling around. Like how do you stop him? I don't know. One more gem. Can I get it? Can I get it? There we go. Use the super for the movement speed buff. And yeah, that's just ridiculous. Actually, here's also kind of an interesting thing that I want to test out. I want to see how he does on, let's go on Sneaky Fields. I literally said Sneaky Fields. I wasn't sure how good he's going to be, because this map doesn't have, it's not as open. I want to see how he interacts with the brawl ball. I low-key am not totally sure how this works. Let's see, if I pick up the ball... Oh, I can still just... Oh, okay, so you're capped out on half of your max speed with the ball equipped. I low-key have not tried this, so... It's good to know. So you won't just be able to, like, roll around top speed and score the ball, obviously. But you can juggle, though. Hold on. If I use my super here... Oh, you can juggle, bro. Wait. Let me not score. Look, because you can ball pass yourself, and then like kind of build up a little bit of speed at a time, and like. Okay, let's try running it on triple dribble brawl ball. I'm kind of curious to see how he's gonna do here. Oh, guys, my teammates are fucking picking trash brawlers. They're throwing. Just kind of running by. Oh, I'm messing up my... Okay, the timing on when you use your attack is very important. I'm only hitting the Shelly for 1800, which is not what you want to be doing. You want to be hitting for 3600 if possible. Okay, Brawl Ball, I'm not sure how good he's going to be, dude. Low-key. Okay, well, I still can just do that. let me try to juggle pass up the map here. Oh, I just gave him the ball. Okay, there's a little bit of a learning curve with this brawler, guys. 100%. Like, I know it looks crazy what I'm doing, but... It's not as easy as I'm making it look, because I know I'm just playing so well. He's a little unwieldy sometimes. Like if you mess up, like you can get punished pretty hard, I think. Oh, and here I'm just getting cooked. No, fuck. That's the downside of what happens when you're playing bolts into triple CC and counters. In theory, it should be counters. I don't know if they actually are counters in practice. Like that's what I mean. That like I don't know how to. Oh, I wanted to use my super there. That sucks. I just don't know how to counter Bolt, guys. I don't know what you would go to deal with it. I think we're going to need the ingenuity of hundreds of millions of players playing this brawler and playing against this brawler to figure this out. Because, like, if you guys have comments on, like, ideas on what could counter Bolt, let me know, and I will test it. Okay, we'll do a follow-up in the ranked vid that we post later, going over all the potential counters for Bolt. Because, yeah, at this point, we've seen all the brawlers. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know how you deal with a Bolt just driving by. I will say, though, just because of how the brawler works, actually, you know what? Let me try taking him and shooting Starr. I'm curious, like, just with the quirks of how the brawler works. Let's try taking him into the other game and see how he does here. I think he's going to be a very good... Oh, yeah, he's a very good blue Starr flag runner. I don't know if he beats Mortis. I'm probably dead here, Loki. I think I trolled. I should have... Against real players, I would have died there. But you can probably just run in, grab the blue Starr, and then drive out, too. You don't even have to go in like this. I'm just kind of being silly. I don't know. Okay, these against bosses is not going to be a good test, huh? Yeah, because it's just... They're not going to be able to hit me. I move too fast, bro. Dude, it's so fun, dude. I feel like an autistic kid playing with trains, man. This is so fun. I love this brawler so much, dude. It's so fun. Okay, but I'm looking at these hot zone maps. Like, they all look, you have really good places to drive in circles with Bolt. You know what I mean? Like, you can probably maintain top speed really easily. Except for maybe, like, parallel plays and... No, in the liminal... Actually, in the liminal is probably good for Bolt, too. Not gonna lie. Let's try parallel plays. See how you might fare in parallel plays. You're facing a pretty meta comp that you might expect to see in ranked. And I have double support bolts. Alright, let's run in. And we leave. Oh yeah, no, this map is just still gonna be good for Bolt. Look, dude, look how many good routes there are to just drive. Like, I'm just driving, man. I'm just driving. You can even drive in circles around the point itself, I think. Yeah, you can just drive in a circle around the zone, guys. Nah, he's a hot zone menace. This is a hot zone menace. Like, how do you stop him in a hot zone? I don't even know. Serious as a clone Bolt. Oh no! Okay, I got into a corner there. That was not so good. I should not have entered that corner. And they're all dead. I don't know. How do you stop this? How do you stop this? Dude, I'm looking at the heist maps too, and they low-key look like Bolt havens, like even safe zone. Do you see the vision? Like, I can just drive in a circle or like an S pattern and just drive in circles. Like, there's so many circles. Everything is a circle. We're all just... All of Brawl Stars is a Mario Kart racetrack, and Bolt is like fucking Yoshi with the optimal build or whatever the fuck. Shy Guy, whatever people use. Like, I can get on the safe really easy. Actually, though, I'm not sure if I'll be able to... If, like getting on the safe is one thing, and like staying alive is another thing. Oh, wait, Lou just interrupted my attack. Did you see that? Hold on. Lou just interrupted my my movement there. Oh shit, Lou might be the counter, guys. Obviously, I'm immune to CC when I use my super, so I can use my super to, like, you know, still... Wait, what? Wait, I was stopped even when I was mid-super there. Whoa, is that intentional or is that a bug? Interesting. Okay. We might have actually just found a counter here. The one counter. Let's go. Lou stock's rising. Let's see. If I drive into this snow. Yeah, bro. My entire movement gets fucked up there. Oh, man. Okay. If I use my super here. Dude, I get interrupted. Even with my super, I get interrupted in the Lou super. What the heck? Okay, there we go. So Lou's gonna be a good counter to the Bolt. Bolt on Heist in general, though, I'm not sure if I see that. Like, you can get on the safe very easily, but you don't really do that much damage on the high safe, right? So he might not be that good. Although, maybe I could keep driving in circles around. No, I don't think, like, Bolt can get on the safe, but he doesn't do any damage to the safe. So it might not be... I think Heist might be the one game where, like... I don't know if it makes too much sense to go Bolt here. Unless you use him as, like, a way to kill all the brawlers on the map. Like, you could maybe try that. Just use Bolt to kill everybody. All right, last game. Let's take him in a knockout. I want to see knockout. Okay, let's try Bell's Rock. I want to feel the vibe out on Bell's Rock a little bit. Moving in. Okay, I am facing double tank. Maybe this is not the best test, but like I feel like I can just drive. Like imagine I'm facing snipers. Like I can just keep driving. My teammates are both dead, bro. They're literally trolling. Super in on this El Primo. How much damage does that actually do on someone who's like moving? I think I don't know. Like I one-shot that El Primo there with my super, but I don't think that's like an accurate test of what a real human is gonna actually do. Ooh, and I ran it down on an ape and then I died. Yeah, I imagine this brawler is gonna need to probably get banned. Because there's no way that you can like call this balanced. Yeah, and you cycle super so fast too when you use your super. Like I don't have any super modifiers on right now. I'm just playing normal Bolt and I'm just getting super so much. It's so hard to stop. Let me try. Okay, I'm out in the open. Now all this to say, by the way, guys, there's a good chance that Bolt might get nerfed before he even releases. Like it's all possible. I don't know if Bolt is going to stay this strong on release. If he does, I think that'd be very funny. It's just so fun. Like I don't know. My teammates are also both dead again. Oh, I lost all my speed. No, am I dead? That's the danger, guys, is when you lose all your speed, like you're just a sitting duck. Let me run back and heal while my Frank takes the heat. All right, guys, a 3v1 again because my teammates suck. Oh, there's a chunk in there. He's camping. Oh no, the Nani interrupted me. Oh, I didn't use my super. Guys, I'm gonna be honest. Like, imagine you face snipers with Bolt here. Like, unless you're facing a Lou, who apparently can stop my my fun. This is just ridiculous. As soon as I get a super, it's wraps, man. Like they're just all dead. There's nothing they can do. So yeah, this is the new brawler Bolt. I think I did a pretty good job of showing what this brawler can do. He's gonna be very, very broken, and if you think this brawler looks fun, bro, trust me, he's way more fun to actually play than to watch. I'm sorry, you're missing out. Okay, all I can say is you're gonna be missing out for a while. Let me just run through and kill everyone here. Oh yeah, disgusting, absolutely vile. Let me know again if you have any interaction tests that you want me to try with Bolt, or if you have any questions about, like, you know, stuff with Bolt. I will definitely run through all of those. And yeah, this brawler reminds me a lot of like what Chuck wishes he was. I know we joked about him being like Daryl 2, but I think he's actually more like Chuck 2. Like he's just a better brawler than Chuck feels. He's less clunky. He just feels more fluid. This is what Chuck wishes he was, man. It's just a brawler that can just like do damage by just ramming through people and just cycling, and it's just so cool. Here we might actually be in trouble, Loki, unless if I use my super and kill them all. Yeah, that's nice. Real bots won't stand in like the poop trail like over and over again, but even if they don't, I think just the fact that my super will apply the debuff alone will still be like insane. Oh, but the Lou just counters me. Damn, okay. Oh, Max just... Oh my god! Wait, guys, Max just sped me and I gained bonus damage. You see that? I was dealing 5,000 damage almost with my attack and super. Holy shit. Oh, the Max Bolt synergy. Oh, man. Yeah. I don't know. Bolt is really fun. Let me know if you guys have any questions on this brawler, definitely, and I'll try my best to test them all. For now, though, let's jump right into Mythbusters for Starr Nova now. Okay, starting off, this is kind of a fake question, Loki. Klopp says Nova has heal trait. Is that the power of friendship taking place? So apparently, this is something that I didn't even notice, but when I'm healing my teammates here, I actually charge my super. So I guess Nova has the healing trait, which is really weird because it doesn't say that she has the healing trait anywhere. when I use my gadget, the healing doesn't charge my super at all either. There, I healed Larry and Larry, no super charge gained. It's just with the star power. I didn't even notice this yesterday, so nice catch on that. I think actually a couple people caught this. I guess that's the benefit of doing these Mythbusters. I get to learn something too. So yeah, I guess she has the healing tree. I don't think the healing tree is gonna, like, this star power sucks, guys. The healing is so low. 600 healing on an attack is just not that good for your teammates, even if it does pierce. Like, that's just not worth it, I think, even if for the healing trait. Because keep in mind, like, when she uses super, it's not like some kind of game changer. Even if, let's say, she does get a super on like a passive game with like knockout, when she gets her super, she's trading her low-key kind of whatever range for an even shorter range. I don't know. I'm honestly not too sold on this brawler in general, but like especially the healing thing, I don't think it's going to be that good. But she does have, I guess, some kind of healing thing. In fact, I low-key have suspect these might be bugs, so I might actually report that. Okay, next question from Unity. Actually, 2 questions. Does the floaty time gadget interrupt dashes or stuff like a Kenji super from teammates when they walk in? That's a great question. Let's take a look. Okay, so Kenji supering, and it looks like he just supers like normal. I didn't see anything weird. Let's get another one just for good measure, and it doesn't seem to like interrupt anything crazy with Kenji super specifically. Okay, stuff like Bull Super, actually, I think G just ran through it. He wasn't interrupted at all. So Bull Super does go through my turret. Interesting. Okay, and then as for Mortis Dash, I feel like I saw the Mortis not... Did you see that he like dashed? And then after the dash finished, he started flying up? I wonder if it works like the Bull Super, where it's just like, it's not... Like the whatever ability they use isn't interrupted, but they just keep... Like they get sent flying once their ability finishes. Like, look at that. Guys, you see that Daryl was rolling, and then he wasn't sent to the skybox until after he finished rolling. Okay, interesting. Okay, I'm kind of curious to see how Melody interacts with this at all. There her notes. Oh my god, I think her notes were dealing damage to Frank there. Oh my god, guys, look. She's hit it. She killed the dog in the air. What? Wow, that's sick. Oh, and when they go to the skybox, they drop the ball. Now I'm actually kind of curious. If it doesn't interrupt dashes, will my own dash? Yeah, my own dash doesn't get interrupted. Okay, so dashes in general just aren't interrupted at all. That is really cool. Okay, and then as for the other part of this question, which is actually a 2-parter, what happens when Janet during super goes over floaty time? Yeah, it doesn't do anything. That probably makes sense though, to be honest. Like, why would it? Okay, this next question is interesting. Can brawlers like Nani and Willow still fly if their supers are active? Nani, please use super. I don't know. I don't know what has happened there. Wait! Oh my god! She's in the air! As the head was out! It was out, I think. I think it was out. The head was out and she was in the air. Okay, but it is also a bot Nani, and she literally walks around while she's supering. This might be a bad test, guys. Okay, guys, I need friends. I'm sorry, I don't have the friends to test this. Or like, low-key, I need a second device, but I don't have one. Okay, and unfortunately, Willow bots are actually programmed to never use their super, it seems. So, guys, I can't test this out. Like, she's literally not going to press the yellow button at all this game. Actually, now that makes me kind of wonder, how does it interact with the Frank super? I don't think it got interrupted there. Let me double check that. Yeah, it doesn't interrupt the Frank super. It doesn't interrupt it. Okay, so she can't, like, actually troll her teammates too hard with this gadget, I think. I guess that's a good thing. Also, I think Chrome Land asks if Glowbert's beam stays attached. We already tested that. It does not. And also, if hitting 2 enemies will boost the damage up by 10% instead of 5%. I think the answer is, it does boost faster the more enemies you hit at a time. Okay, Stardust Speedway asks, what happens when an ally kit jumps on me while I'm in the floaty gadget? I don't know, but apparently I can actually make the kit leave the stun. Wait, what? Okay, interesting. Oh, okay, kit's on me. And he gets dismounted from me? What the fuck is that? Is that a bot interaction? I literally don't know. Wait, what if an enemy kit jumps on me? What happens then? Oh, okay. What? What the fuck just happened? Okay, wait. Okay, I think what's happening is the kit gets dismounted, so he's able to continue shooting, whereas your teammate is forced to like kind of go into the skybox, so they can't shoot. So then the kit can then take out the turret as well if they want to, or they can leave it be and then just escape. Okay, Lazy Dragon asks, does Star Nova first gadget stack the effect with other turrets like Leon turret or Pam? Great question. The answer is no. I don't get any healing for this because I guess I'm not on the floor. And unfortunately, I think Leon Buffy Turd is not testable for me right now because I'll buy like an iPad something. I'll buy an iPad mini or so. Try to buy like the cheapest Apple device I can to try to test this myself. I'm sorry, guys. Next time we'll have this figured out. Okay, this next question I can test though. This looks pretty interesting. Is Star Nova's second gadget slow enough to teleport after death? Like she throws it out in heist, dies, and if she respawns, she can teleport to the orb. How far can she teleport from? That's an interesting question. I guess let's go up and die here. And I think it does not last long enough. Hey, low-key, if I pass it through a Finks super. Okay, Finks throw super down. I'm dead. Come on. Come on. Oh no, it's gone. Okay, after you die, it's gone. I guess there's no hope of that ever happening, I guess. That was a nice idea though. I do respect the hustle. I'm curious though if I like do this and I run away. It doesn't look like there's a max distance that you can go. It's just if you die, you lose the chance to run it back. Okay, Exotic Wiz asks, can you make it clap? Aha, here we go. A real question. So Razevze asks, I was wondering if Nova can still capture the zone in Hot Zone when she's flying with one gadget. The answer is no, you cannot cap the point by putting it on Hot Zone. Okay, so you can low-key sell your team by putting it here. You can lose out on fucking 13% of the Hot Zone by doing that. That's good to know. Wow, crazy. Okay, Exotic Gamer asks, does the first star power gain damage after hitting serious shadows? Does hitting multiple serious shadows at once ramp up the damage faster? That second part we already kind of answered. Okay, as for this question, if we hit the bot and then we hit serious, yeah, I think it does count actually. It does actually count. So hitting non-player things and pets will also count towards the damage star power stacking. Here, we're also on heist here. I'm going to shoot this safe. And yeah, actually the damage does seem to stack, even if you hit like non-brawlers. Does Star Nova have good wall peek? Can use for base form main attack like Anita main attack and can use Star Nova's upgraded attack like Kenji's slice to wall peek. Oh yeah, actually that's hitting that bot over there. I think that's a pretty good wall peek technically. But because the hitboxes are like off-centered, the second one isn't going to hit unless... I wonder if... Oh, there we go. If you move to the side, you can make both hit that robot. So yeah, the wall peek is actually low-key pretty underrated. But it's a little finicky to actually make it hit both projectiles. Slice as well. I think it's decent. I think the Slice hitbox is pretty decent. It looks that way to me, at least, in terms of like vibes. Like, that's pretty good, I think. Also asks, last question, can Star Nova use a teleport gadget to get rid of Crow Poison or K's Ninja Mark? Just like Kenji cleanses himself of his super? That's a good question. Let's take a look. So, okay, so we throw the gadget out. We're poisoned. And we're still poisoned after we teleport. Does the floaty time gadget protect you from gas damage? The gas that comes out of your butthole. The gas that closes on some game modes as the match progresses. Here we go. The poison is here. And yeah, so it does not stop you from taking damage. Okay, I think there might be more questions. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to cut it up here. This is taking way too long, and I thought this would be a lot shorter. So yeah, I guess the rest for other questions, I think there's some other questions like, can you prevent your teammates from like just defending the goal with Brawl Ball with the gadget? And I think yes, if you use the floaty gadget, teammates cannot intercept the ball, so you can low-key troll them that way. Oh, this is a Bolt video. Bolt is crazy. He's gonna be like top brawler of all time when he gets released, if he releases in this exact state. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the new update. Ooh, wow. Wait. I'll see you guys later today for the new update, I guess. Peace.